video is being shown to you under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Hit the like button. Let's go. What's up, Survivor Nation? It is your girl Survivor Speak, and I am here with a live stream. As usual, or per usual, I just have been having a time with my systems. Had a new computer, used that yesterday, and it kept going off and on, off and on, off and on. And so I'm not having any luck except with my old MacBook. And my MacBook is old, but nonetheless, it works. I had spent the day checking the other computer to see if it, make sure it worked, contacted, Infinity, which is Comcast, whoever you want to call them, to make sure that it was not my internet service, that my internet service wasn't, off. Child Diggy in the building. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much, girl, for being here. And, coming back again, from the debacle that was, that's going on. It's just, I'm just not having a good time when it comes to computer. But here's my old trusty MacBook. This is my first one. And it works like a charm when it comes to streaming. But I can't put anything else on there. I have to work with one screen. I feel, I don't want to use that word, but I do keep in mind, some things that can offend other people. So I try to stay away from those words. But, in that way, I'm just so upset because I've been waiting a long time to receive this interrogation from Florida. And I had it all queued up on my other computer. It was going to be my first time watching it with you. And I didn't download it to my old computer because I didn't think that I was going to have to queue up this computer. But it appears to be, you guys can hear me, you guys can see me, and this is working fine. However, I did not download the video on here. I was so excited about the interrogation video, getting into because I am gonna, I have a spot for interrogations on my channel. I love interrogations. And so I started, requesting my own, sending in my own FOIAs, and sometimes it just takes so long before they send you anything. And then I get it. And that's odd because yesterday was Saturday. Maybe it was Friday they sent it, but I've been waiting 2 months for this interrogation. The same way with the other interrogation that I have up on the channel that I chopped it up into 3 parts. I didn't want to do it this way. I wanted to watch it with you guys so we can watch it together because this was a mess, and I just don't know how long it's going to take to download. And I really didn't want to put it on here anyway on this computer, but it looks like I'm done using the other ones, and that I am going to be using my old trusty MacBook. I even have a newer Mac, but it's a MacBook. Bought it for my daughter. She gonna tell me, if you can get me the iPad, I'll give you the Mac. Okay, that I bought her. Okay, so sounded good, but when I hooked it up, it's like doing the same thing my other computer is doing, just looping and looping it and looping. I just don't want to go, jump out here and curse Xfinity out. But it doesn't seem to be them because on this computer things work fine. It's just that certain things like I don't have access to two screens. Two screens, I it's hard to work like that. Um, so I think I'm just going to get me a desktop, an Apple desktop. I'm gonna have to work hard for that. Start a senior citizen strip club. Anybody that's down to be a part of the senior citizen strip club, hit me up. We're gonna be virtual senior citizen strippers. I'm joking, y'all. I'm a jokester. Sometimes the way my mind works, it doesn't work like other people. So sometimes my mind is way out there. But yeah, I might have to go do a little scripting. Get me a all-in-one computer. Let me see if it's going to take. If it's going to take long, I'm just going to um, forego this and probably um, reschedule something for tomorrow. I don't want to keep you here waiting. I promise you, I was definitely more than ready. And here it is again. It's my computer is just definitely not cooperating. It's not cooperating. So I guess I'm going to get that ready for tomorrow. Um, I'm going to get that ready for tomorrow. Let me see who's on here because I just want to ask a question. So I know, Child Diggy, this is my old Mac book. I've had this MacBook for a long time, a long time, and it is the only thing that works correctly. So I spent all day trying to make sure I had everything queued up on. This is a new laptop. My husband, he has a laptop, he just never used it. But like that was what I was on yesterday when it kept skipping. And I even have a newer MacBook that's not working correctly at all either. Listen, that's such a diggy. Listen, I wish I had the Millie, the Richard Millie. Listen, I wish. We're gonna have to get Viverito for that one. She got a little Botch BBL for that. But I do want to ask a question. I don't know if you guys in my spare time, um, I am a diehard Christian rock supporter. Um, and I don't like allow any Christian. She doesn't want to be called Christian Rock. She wants to be just to be called Christian right now. I don't allow any slander on my channel about her. I feel like she is a African American woman that had a hard life coming up, um, and just like a lot of women, have went through things. She's went through things also, and I think that she should be extended grace. I think what's going on with her, and I know this is so left field for what I normally talk about. I'm really into true crime, but my computer is not working. So what the heck? I'm just asking opinions, or do anybody chime in from time to time? I'm somebody that chimes in, and I'm praying that she does well on her new journey. Um, Listen, so Chaldigi. So the thing is, I don't know what to think, right? I've never, there's a couple of private groups of Krishan supporters on Instagram that I find issue with a lot. And I tell them, I told them a long time ago, you guys are out here, you're Krishan supporters, not Krishan and Blueface supporters. At the time, she wasn't dealing with Blueface at the time. All right. They had been seeing each other because she did move on to K Swab. I think he got nervous, like, wait a minute, this is getting like too serious. Let me do what I do in a disrespectful way. That's because he's disrespectful. That's just who he is. That's who his mother is, and that's where he learned it from. You can't. We could be mad at him, which, I still don't like him. I call him Blue Feces. That's and if you hear me say Car Cuckoo, that's his mama. I don't like him. However, I am still a Christian. Yes, I'm a Krishan supporter. So let's just fast forward to, they were messing around before he went behind the wall. She moved into his house, and then she went radio silent. I think she had went live one time to get his mother together, and I loved her for that because it was a different Krishan speaking at the time. She was very clear, thinking. She let her know on a bad day, I'm going to go with what my mama tell me before I ever listen to you. And I just feel like, they had a rough upbringing. And the mother, if I had to choose a mother and they put Carcuckoo and Miss Charla in front of me, I'm going to go with Miss Charla all day long. I did do a story on Krishan one time. I purposely do not do content on her over here on YouTube, because that's not what my channel is about. But I will do content, post stuff on my little Instagram. But I am a diehard supporter. I'm not a rock tard, what people like to open up their mouth and says. That's not it. I am an African American woman who has lived life. I have never been as crazy as Krishan. I probably wouldn't put up with some things that she put up with, but I know some people that have, and I know that some people are still going through some things, and I just think that she deserves grace. Everything that happened in that man's life is not her fault. Everything that happened with his ex-girlfriend, it's not her fault. He was not with his ex-girlfriend when they got together. That's what people refuse to tell you about. And if you put in her name in Google, Jaden Alexis, this is way pre-Krishan, you're going to pull up some interesting video of her busting out windows in front of her very young son, arguing with this same person. I don't. And so, anyhow, Krishan was with this man. She made millions of dollars. People can believe it, or they don't. They don't have to, but she did. But what happened was, people didn't know that. A lot of people don't know she left him, left that money when it made new money. She rented the house in California. She paid for a year's rent. She didn't have enough credit to purchase a home. Thank goodness she did not. Fast forward, he go to jail. She move in with him. She still has her house. She put him on. People that keep saying that girl broke. She's not broke. That girl is a business woman. Regardless as to what her antics are, she knows what makes the algorithm move. And so, while everybody's sitting here saying, oh, she broke, she this, she broke, she this, she broke, she this. If anybody knew, Snapchat had kind of fell off. Nobody was really using Snapchat like that. And so Snapchat did this thing where it was reaching out to people of influence, people that, have the algorithm in the chokehold. And they reached out to Krishan, and Krishan told them, listen, um, I'll sign up, but I don't have time to be posting on on Snapchat. So Snapchat hired somebody to post on her behalf, and this girl makes like 20 something $1,000 a day from Snapchat. Now she don't put the stupid child's father on, and so that he started getting money from Snapchat too. Because of her business mind, not his. Then I don't understand how she does it. I don't understand how she does it. I'm pretty strong, but I don't think that I would be able to, at one time before she stopped, go against the whole internet, because everybody just against this girl for no reason. But it makes sense when you got people like his mother, who has no relationship with her son. It has nothing to do with Krishan. It has everything to do with you being a grown adult, 50-something years old, clout chasing on the internet, trying to make a come up, trying to live a dream that you had in your brain that never came to fruition. You was in house party. I didn't know that was you dancing off beat until you showed the people you was an extra in house party. We didn't know that was you dancing off beat. No rhythm at all. And she had a couple of extra roles. But her main objective in life is to harass this 24-year-old woman and now her child. You got a whole internet harassing a baby. I have no understanding about that. Nowhere is it documenting that something is wrong with this girl's child. And if it is, we don't have to put no money out to pay for a doctor's visit. Now, do we? No, we do not. We don't have to put out any money. So, but I don't understand, and I'll never get it. I've never been a freaking bully, I guess. But if you mess with me, I can take it there. Like, it's gonna always be a thing. Like, nobody get that messed up. But I just never, have been in the habit of just going around and bullying people for no reason. And to bully a baby, that's something that's on a whole nother level. A whole nother level. Don't understand it. So now enters in a new player. Her ex-boyfriend, Ronnie, who is delusional, geeked up. I don't know what type of medication they got him on. If he's mixing the medication with other substances, I'm not sure. But you got all these stories to tell now, because you got people like Blue Feces' mother paying you, and y'all done got caught. They done got caught. They got caught messing with Tasha K, and she done let loose yesterday. I was shocked because I'm so busy over here in the true crime world. I'm so busy. I'm over here like, this is my passion. Is I love true crime. I love trials that are happening now. I like to rewatch trials. It gets all of my time. And I will peek in on to see what's going on with Krishan every now and then. Well, come to find out, the ex-boyfriend did an interview on Tasha K, and somebody stopped playing in the sandbox together. Somebody got mad and started to run away and get throw a tantrum. We all know Tasha K got a little money now. She ain't big Cardi B yet, but she got some money though. She got some money. There is no if, ands, or buts about that. Do I watch Tasha K? I don't. And that's just what it is. I mean, a lot of stuff that you stories you tell are true, but some things that aren't true, I don't really like that. I'm not going to jump on here just because I don't like somebody and just make up something about them or listen to something from somebody else because they don't like them, and I'm going to bring it here to this internet and repeat it. I'm just not doing that. And for you to put stuff out that just makes no sense, um, thank you so much. Laugh always. This is a little different tonight. Laugh always. It was the computer. The computer just didn't work like it was supposed to. And so I have the video that I was going to play downloaded to the computer that's not working, and it's a brand new computer. But I digress. I don't even want to talk about it no more. I don't know how long it's going to take me to download it here. So I just started talking about Krishan, just asking, and Chadiggy, she saying that like, yeah, she does, she knows, but she doesn't like the man. I don't either. However, I'm a Krishan supporter, so I support whatever it is that she does, and I'm really supporting her movement right now. I'm loving this for her. This is not a act for her. It's not a joke. Even though they grew up in a rough life, they were instilled the love of God was instilled in them. And it's something that they all they draw to. Um, but there are some things that happen in their family, and people don't, they really don't understand. They're like, okay, here goes Krishan saying something else that's just crazy, and that's not true. If we go back, um, I'm talking about 3 years back. Yes, we are talking about Krishan. Yes. So, since she's on her walk with God, she doesn't want to be called Rock anymore. I respect her for that. She doesn't want, us to call her son Junior anymore. Just his name is Krishan Jesus. You know that Krishan Junior was, because Krishan, he's named after his mother. And so, um, like I said, I don't do Krishan Rock content over here. I have one channel that if I want to know anything Krishan Rock, I'll go to that channel and watch it. But I do on my Instagram. I will post about I used to do a lot of posting about her on my Instagram, but not like too much anymore. She's not really active on social media anymore. And anything you see on Snapchat pays somebody to um post her stuff. She may post every now and again on Snapchat, but for the most part, she does not. Um, and so it was instilled in her and in their family, about God. But their family has been through a lot of stuff. A lot of things that a lot of African American families go through. And I'm not even going to just say African Americans. I'm just going to say everybody. I believe that a lot of people's families, they go through you know, things that are not appropriate in their families. Thank goodness the type of mother that I had, the type of aunts that I had, and the family that I had. That is the first thing that they taught us. Listen, nobody's supposed to be doing this, that, and the third. So now you have this young woman who's 24 years old, but who's not only fighting outsiders, but she's fighting. She has to watch. And I can only imagine that she feels like a caged rat because you have sisters that don't mean you any well. Um, and it's very sad. It's sad. Yes. So laughed out always. Your daughter is the team Krishan, and she can meet. We can talk anytime. On live, she gave birth. So let's go back to the live since you were there for the birth. I'm gonna skip forward because the comment that you just put up. So you were there for the birth. At the birth, there was Tareen there, her sister, that looks just like her, but she has that caramel complexion. Krishan's just a little lighter. You had Elle there, who is her stylist and her friend. They've been rocking together for a while. You had her godparents there who own a law firm in Baltimore. That's Sean Malone and Lisa Jones. They were there as well. And her mother was also in the room. Her mother cut the cord. So now we have this ex-boyfriend who is now being paid by Blueface's mother, who's saying he was at the birth of Krishan's child because now he's saying that he could be the father. He's lying. Krishan did not even know she was going into labor. She was in Baltimore to do a show. She did not know she was going into labor, and her water broke in the car. She didn't even realize that her water broke. But I digress. So now he goes on Tasha K. He puts out this story. Tasha K, as big as you are, I just wish that you would do a little bit of homework, just a little bit of homework or a little bit of research, or you pay people to do that for you. I just wish that she would do that before you let people come on such a large platform and spew lies. So this is the lie that he told on Tasha K. It changes day after day. He's spiraling out of control. I think he's on some type of substance. But what Blueface's mother just did, Cuckoo, you put Krishan and that baby in danger. You're upset because you were exposed yesterday, and now you had to have a conversation. Well, you didn't have to, but you had a conversation with this fool that you have put a battery in his back, and now you're realizing just how crazy he is. And your facial expression showed it when you were talking to him, and when he told you if Blueface was with Krishan, it would have just been them. They would have did what they had to do. You wasn't expecting that answer, but that's what you got, and your child doesn't even speak to you. Blueface, he doesn't speak to her, and it's because of her. And he told her that on national TV why he doesn't like her. Come on, you took a picture in a public bathroom through a mirror with your pants down and put it on the internet and said that you thought that you sent it to your husband. I think that sending a picture to your husband takes way less effort than to go on Instagram, upload the picture, and to post it, and to wait for it to. That's just way too much. You send your husband a picture. If you got an iPhone, the message thing is green. It's nowhere near the Instagram. Then you was on live telling your husband one day to take his pants down so you could see whether or not who was bigger, him or your son. Like, we gotta make this make sense. Like, what is going? So this is why your son does not like you. It doesn't have anything to do with Krishan, though. And all of the other things that she spews out, I have answers for all of that. When you tell us the story, just tell the truth, lady. Stop lying. We've been around. We saw that. I'm sorry. So Blueface is that guy Blueface. And so yeah, I'm sorry, laugh. So Blueface he is well, I'm talking about two guys, so let me make that correction. So Blueface is Blueface. We all know that. Her ex-boyfriend's name is Ronnie. Right now, he's the guy that's crashing out on Instagram because people are paying him to come out and say these things he's already said a long time ago. That's not his child. And so so now we're talking about Ronnie. This is what he went on Tasha K's platform and said. Krishan got pregnant. Blueface didn't want her to have the baby. So she got rid of it. She got rid of it. She went to Baltimore, called him, and went straight to him. They had relations, and she got pregnant. Now he's saying that the day that she terminated the pregnancy, she came straight to him. They had relations, and she got pregnant. So Tasha did ask him. So the day she had the termination, she got the baby terminated. She came straight to Baltimore to you, and you guys had relations, and she got pregnant the same day. Yeah, it was the same day she got rid of that one. She came over here and whatever. She wasn't bleeding. Right there, I would have asked him to please get up out your chair, please, and exit stage left. Who's having a termination the very same day and there is nothing coming out? She's just fine to just go and over there and lay down and be with you. When we know that when Krishan got pregnant with this child, she went to the emergency room with Natalie Nunn, and that is where they said that she got pregnant at. So then the show came out, Crazy in Love, and she did say she did not want to have the baby. She was over all of it. But when she found out how far gone she was and heard the baby's heartbeat, she couldn't. She couldn't do it. And then her mother also was telling her, no, you're not doing this again. And she's like, oh, well, Blue doesn't want the baby, so I might as well. Mother said, I don't care what he wants. He's not God. You need to realize that. She said, you're my tough child. Blueface named you Rock. He knew why he gave you that name. She told her, she said, baby, you got all the power. You just need to realize you're the one that's holding the wand. Her mother's she's a very wise woman. She got her, started taking prescription for pain, and she's addicted. Krishan has never turned her nose up, never said, that's not my mother. Hide. I don't want to see her. This, that, and the third. No, she moved her mother to California, and her mother moved back to Baltimore. She wanted to put her mother in a house. She wanted to do all those things for her mother. Her mother didn't want to. So she said, how can I fight her? How can I keep fighting her for something that I want for her? She doesn't want it for herself. So she's been through a lot. You got 3 fingers whack, in this girl face, as big as he is, threatening her, a whole lot of stuff. Now, let me tell y'all something about me now, right? I'm good. I try to stick to true crime, but sometimes, like when people push my buttons, I don't like bullies. I turn into what, some people on Instagram know I'm Petty Ann. Petty Ann. And Petty Ann could be quite petty, if I do say so myself. I try to stay away from Petty Ann, but sometimes she just comes out. So there is, if you guys ever have some free time, go and pull up Jay Diggs, JDIGGS, here on the YouTube, and just listen to his song. It's called, he has several songs out, but he has one of my favorite songs out, and it's called FWAC 100. Yes. His mother's in the song and everything. She is in the intro of the song. Oh, yes. And he asked his mother permission. She's, Mama, I just wanted to, he put it together like that, but his mother was serious. Mama, I want to tell you that, what should I do? This guy, he said, F you, Mom. He said some stuff about you. His mother said, F him up. And he's pretty disrespectful in the song. And not only that, every now and then he comes to California because he lives in Hawaii now. And when he comes to California, he goes on live. He lets Wack know, I'm here. I'm in Cali. Where we going to meet at? I'm going to drop my pin, drop the low. You can come and meet me. And Wack hides each and every time. But you got all the smoke up for the internet when it comes to everybody else. You jumped in that young girl's face. He was foaming at the mouth and spitting when he jumped in Krishan's face. But for this man, Jay Diggs, he done talked about your son, how you failed as a father. Listen to the song. It's all in the song. It is all in the song. And Patty Ann, I made a little video. Yes, I did. Then I had to rewind it. That was a little while ago. I tried to not even watch Wack News because Wack needs to worry about the RICO that he's currently going to have to fight. Yeah, there's paperwork on that. I can tell you which content creator where to go to get all the readings. He is right now. He is under investigation for a RICO. And I cannot believe that Ray J him and Ray J, they on the same paperwork. He always talking about, bring the work, bring the work. Well, we got a young lady on here in these streets. Her name is Henny Reviews. Or she has another channel called Straight Henny Media. She does not do any talking without receipts, and that's what I love about her. So when I want to be brought up to speed on those things, I always I'll go over there to Henny's channel. She pulls court documents and reads directly from the court documents so that she doesn't get anything wrong, or she's not adding anything of her own. She's just strictly saying what the paperwork is about. So whacking in all of this, all you got to do is leave Krishan alone. Stop lying on her. So now you back to lying on Krishan again. You're going to get another reading. I would hate for Henny to go and pull more paperwork because she got all of your business, all of it, all of the jail time you talk about that you did. He's lying. He didn't do all that jail time. He did time as a juvenile, but it wasn't for a long extended amount of time. He got locked up. He waited for court, went to court, they let him out. He got locked back up on a parole. Boy, it's all in writing. It's all in the court docs. She has all of the court docs over there on Hennessy Reviews. So, oh, you had to get some food. Child, I'm here. I'm just me and Blueface name is John. Yes, it is. He's Ronnie is laugh always. Ronnie is Krishan's ex-boyfriend. He went with her when she was in high school. When Krishan moved to California to go to college, she had a scholarship to go to college. She was going to college for sports medicine. He came with her. And they broke up after that, after moving to California, and that's when she ended up on the Blue Girls Club. I didn't watch that. I started watching her when she got on, not even on Baddies, like right before Baddies, when her and Blue were together, but Baddies hadn't started yet. And I was like, who is this young girl? Why is she laying on the floor? She done beat up his mother. Oh, Lord, these hoes is trifling. That's what I was saying to myself. But I like to really, really look into things to find out what happened. And Blueface, I call him Blue Feces. Okay, if you want me to call him John for this live, maybe I will. Blue Feces, that's what I call him. He did explain the story of why Krishan for his mother. It wasn't a thing where, okay, she's just out of control and just came in for his mother. That's not what happened. Cuckoo, tell the whole story, please. Tell the whole story. Tell what really happened. Krishan and Blueface came home with a dog. They already had two dogs, meaning Blueface and his mother and her husband was living with Blueface. So the mother, it was her idea to get the two dogs because somebody broke into their home. So here they come with a third dog. She doesn't know what the circumstances was going to be for this third dog. All she knows is these two people came home. They came home with a dog. That's all she knows. And from there, she starts going off. I'm moving out. At this, you're bringing another dog here. I'm not going for this, without knowing whether the dog was staying or not, or if the dog they just found, not knowing what happened. So without knowing anything. So her son says to her, well, okay, if you're moving and if you're leaving, okay, that's fine. He said he was calm, just like this. He didn't raise his voice. And we've seen him. He's calm, like for the most part when he talks. He's just such a starter on the internet. It's been quiet without him. Praise the Lord. So he told his mother, okay, so you leaving because you see a dog, you don't know what's going on. Okay, well, go ahead. Go and wake your husband up. Y'all pack your stuff up and then leave then. Okay. So his mother was mad because he didn't say, oh, no, Mom, don't go. Don't da-da-da. So she just was like, oh, so you want to just agree? We need a month to do this, that, and the third before we move out and all this other stuff. And he said, okay, y'all need a month. All right. So now they going back and forth. This is John and his mother, nobody else. So then now John is talking to his mother, and Krishan thought it was disrespectful. So Krishan says to Blue, why are you talking to her like that? Why are you disrespecting your mother like that? Don't do that. That's not nice. And Blue said to her, what? She talking about you. You the reason why she leaving. She not mad at me. She's saying all this negative stuff about you. She just mad because she said she was moving out, and I said okay. But so he said after when he said that to Krishan starts crying because her feelings is hurt. Like, oh my goodness, you're talking about me. Why are you talking like that? I thought that everything was good with us, blah, 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 blah. And so he said his mother took it here. F you, that's why your mother crackhead, you ain't nothing and all this other kind of stuff. And then he's like, Krishan is crying like real tears, and his mother is just lying, like just going off on her. So anyhow, she starts throwing things at Krishan, glass jars at Krishan. She hit her one time, and Blueface said, okay, now you're doing too much. Stop throwing stuff at her. She threw something else at Krishan. And Blue said to his mother, if you throw one more thing at her, I'm going to let her get you. So she threw a glass jar of weed at that girl's head, and it hit her. And Blueface said, get her. And that's why she did what she did. Not even knowing that this is not the first time that she swung on her. She swung on her at his brother's barbershop before that. And I'm not sure if you guys saw the video. She did the same thing to Jaden. Swung on her one day, slapped the food off the table that she was eating at with Blueface. So this is something that I guess she thinks that she can do, and nobody's supposed to say anything. I don't condone anybody fighting anybody's mother. I don't condone anybody bullying anybody. I don't condone disrespect. But when you cross a line, sometimes you have to get what you are given. And so you were given a black eye. You would think that would be, something that happened to you that would stop you, it has done nothing but put a battery in your back. And what's really sad is every single day you wake up to talk about Krishan on the internet. You don't even see her anymore. You have no connection to her. None. But you still get up to talk about her every day. You're mad because your mother likes Krishan and she's going to respect her because that's what Blue asked them to do. Now your mother's all types of hoes and your mother let you get essayed and all this other kind of stuff. It is really, really weird that her at her grown age, that's how she acts. But that is what we are, that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, you so who not really do I like Stewie Chadigi? I don't like Stewie. Doesn't have anything to do with Rock. Let me tell you why I don't like Stewie. I don't like Stewie because she don't like us. That's just that. She does not like African American women. I don't care how many African American women that she's around. She does not like us. You want the proof? Look at the video. Her and Blueface went out on a date with the what is that guy? He's a blogger. He's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And he was asking them questions. They were on a double date, and he asked Blueface what kind of corn he likes. He swapped the C out with the you know what, and he said ebony. Jaden lost her mind. She went crazy. What do you mean? You like ebony corn? You could have said anything but that. I believe that's his race. So you got a problem because he said he likes to watch ebony corn with a C. So she don't put the P on it. So and that would be the only reason why I don't like her. Um, Another reason is that I barely use the word ninja. Y'all know the word I'm talking about. But she feels that she can use that word because according to her, she's 1% black. Girl, just be who you are. Be who you are. You don't have to. People are going to like you from all walks of life, but you don't need to. You don't have to let us know that you don't like. You don't like our kind. So as women, so she don't like us. I don't like her for that. You don't have anything to do with Rock. I think I thought it was a beautiful thing that after John kidnapped that baby, that they were in the car together. Stewie should thank Rock for the 300 K subs that she got for being in the car with her. Um, that was like a beautiful thing to me, but Rock meant what she said to her. She shared some things with her at the time. She was with K Suave. If Blue didn't interfere, she probably would still be with K Suave. That's just what I believe. But because Blue saw that she was gone for real, you know, he came back around. But she had told Jaden um, she was going to introduce her to some more of the girls that rap because at the time Rock was with Glorilla in her crew, and what is the other girl that made and I like her too. I just think I don't know what's going on with her lately. Like in and out, she be in and out. Like and I'm like, oh no, my goodness, I love her, but stop. The girl that made and they NALB with her. Oh my God, I'm forgetting her name right now. But her, she's down with Glorilla and them too, but she's doing her own thing like by herself right now. It's gonna come to me. She's on NALB, and I'm petty as heck because soon as Blue do something, I pull up all the music where she talking about him and post it and turn my comments off. Yeah, that's that's what I do. I was waiting for him to get. I was waiting for him to get wrong from behind the wall, and he did it. The people on Instagram, they knew. They're like, oh, here she come, yop. I'm posting all because they bops. The songs are bops. Like, her and Little Ma Boo. when she I said, y'all heard Krishan, right? Y'all heard her. Y'all already know about Whoopty Whoop. I shouldn't have got him pregnant because he acting like a Fruity Loop. I loved it. That's my jam, and it's still flat. I don't know. Last time I checked it was at 5 mil. So she's just so versatile with her stuff. But people are saying, okay, so now she's jumping on the guy. What? No, the girl that's been her thing. That's been instilled in her and all of her sisters. That doesn't make them perfect. None of us are perfect. And the song that everybody is talking about, that she just added Yahweh to it. That song, she had made that song. Was it before Blueface even went to jail? I want to say she took her son to get blessed, and they say it's for clout. She gonna do what's best for her, for me and mine. That's from here on out. She been made that. She made that song was made already. She just added the Yahweh to it. And so, but I saw something the other day that I'm just like, Krishan, baby girl, baby. I hate the fact that I do research, but she's added a management. She added management to her profile, but the management is affiliated with everybody that Wack is affiliated with, and I'm just like, that's just not a good thing for me. That's just not something that I was expecting. And so when I was like, oh yeah, she finally has somebody that's going to manage her. And then when I clicked on the page and saw, I was like, oh baby girl, I don't know. Hey, LOA. Oh my goodness, how are you doing? LOA is in the building. She already knows. I missed you so much, LOA. Glad to see that you are back. Thank you for that. So let me see. Laugh says, oh, who you talking about, Child Diggy? Let me go back up because I'm behind. Oh, that's the laugh is saying hit the button. Now she does not get a pass. Yeah, I get it, Jaden. You talking about right? Yeah, she don't get no pass for that. Now, had that not happened, it would have been something different. But I can tell you from day one, if you go back and look at Krishan's video when she had the baby and she took him back to the hospital for his first visit, and she did a video because at that time Blueface was just running crazy on the internet, crashing out, doing all types of stuff. He put the picture up of the babies. You know what? He had a hernia. I refuse to look at that picture. I've never seen it. Don't want to see it. And she just was saying, I'm not letting my child go over there. Like, and she's like, first of all, they don't know the Lord. They don't teach their children about God in their home. So no, my child is not going to go over there, without me. That's something that was instilled in her. And so she definitely has Krishan around that. She's definitely, trying to instill that in him. And, people's beliefs are their belief. I respect her for it. So you said, oh yeah, Timberland, y'all laugh always Timberland. When he remixed it though, he kind of like he did something with the voice, and I think it just like took away from it. A lot of people may not like Krishan's, like a lot of people like, oh, her music sucks, this, that, and the third. I beg to differ. The first song that I heard of hers was Rainy Days. When I tell you I was in a fetal position crying, replaying this song, I didn't have no idea why I was crying. I had no, all I know, I said, well, you know what? Maybe I'm going through something, and I just put it in the back of my mind. And this song is just bringing these feelings to the forefront. I don't know what it was, but I was crying, balled up in a fetal position, listening to Rainy Days. Her music has substance. She makes music with substance because it's music like that's really about her life. I like her voice. I think it's different. But now, she's only going to be making gospels music. She's supposed to have um she's supposed to have a CD or something coming out for 7 songs on it. Um so yeah, so Yap Cha Diggy is like saying, I know this is for Loa. Happy you're okay, friend. Yeah, I had to send Loa an email like, what's going on? I haven't seen you around these parts. I miss you. And yeah, and we were definitely missed over at Flesh of the Gods, as well. So I'm glad that our friend is doing well. So yeah, laugh. Yeah, Timberland, he kind of remixed it, and put his own spin on it. Like, so what about T.I. and the King situation? What, I just read that. I haven't done my own research about it. So only thing that I know, and you let me know, Child Diggy, if you know any more than this. This is all that I know. He had the baby. T.I. and them, they did the whole baby shower thing, and now they said they got the baby tested. The baby is not his. That's all I know. And T.I. is mad. That's all I know. But what I'm confused about, and if you have any information on this, because I saw a short. I haven't looked into it. So they have a short of Ti marching into the courthouse and leaving back out with Harris, his baby child, and they're saying that he has sole custody of the baby. I'm like, is this something where they of his daughter? I didn't know him and Tiny was beefing. I didn't see that anyway. So I'm just asking you if you heard anything about that, because I was just like, wait a minute, I didn't know that they were even beefing. So let me see what Laugh says. Oh, you laughing? I don't know. I don't know. I saw that show and I'm like, wait a minute, him and T, it's him and T. I don't know about that. So I'm just asking, just if you heard anything. So Lois says, let's see, hope you're doing well. Everyone's doing well. Loa, from what I know, I think like we've been in chats like every day this week, um, in a different chat and things going on. I don't know how up to date you are with the YSL trial. Um, but Yak Gotti got found not guilty of all charges, and Shannon Stillwell got charged with found guilty of count number 64. That's having a uh, possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, but he was found not guilty of all of the other charges. And so now we have the second half of the YSL trial starting. One guy, I think is this. Why I'll be forgetting his name. Probably because I want to, because his voice was so deep. I didn't know what to do I wasn't expecting when he look. I wasn't expecting when he started talking. I said, "Well, hold on, sir. hold the phone, sir. Okay, we need to get you a job in radio because you can hypnotize some people with that voice of yours, and it was just strong, strong. Ugh. And I loved his phonetics and all that. How he spelled his name out for them. It wasn't anything like he's like C for currency, free F for free. M for money. I was okay. You better go ahead and let these people know that you're not no fool. Um, oh, you saw deliberations. So yes, we have that they were found basically not guilty, except Shannon was found guilty of count 64. We will take it. And so yes, now it is she's not hiding it anymore. Kayla Bumpus is Kayla Bumpus, Mrs. Jackson, if you're nasty. So they are married. They are both still incarcerated because they both have received some charges from inside of the jail. Shannon had another little charge, but his wife let us know that she already handled that already. That small things to a giant. And so now they're just going to be they have to take care of the charges that they got while they were incarcerated. I'm saying let them go. Yak Gotti had just got knifed in the head. He has staples right here in the front of his head. We were able to see them. That's a wash as far as I'm concerned. Stop playing. Let these men out. You know, arrest the real unalivers. That's all I say. So Charles Diggy wants you to know that she is good, Loa. Um, and Loa laughs. We're just so glad to see you here. Um, and take it like ease back into things. Get caught up if you will. If I can, tell you anything while you're here on the live, any questions you have, I will. And if I don't have the answer, we got Chazzy and Laugh in the comments. So they be doing the doggone thing, and they'll correct anything that I'm wrong about when it comes to YSL. So but that basically, Lola, and one other thing that I can share with you that is that the prosecution has filed a motion to drop 6 of the defendants that are remaining, 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their charges. Go figure. It is quite telling. Yeah, because loved what she ate at the closing, so you was here for the closing. She thought she ate. She didn't eat nothing but crow. They didn't believe her. The jurors didn't like it. They felt like she was talking to them like they were beneath her. These are all the stuff. As a matter of fact, if you're familiar with I'm not a lawyer but Mel, 3 of the jurors did an interview on her channel. They also have a new channel here on YouTube, and it's called Surviving YSL. So, and I like all 3 of them. It's 2 alternates, and juror number 225, she actually was part of the deliberations. So they have a channel. I love them. I like their attitude. I like the fact that they were laser focused on the evidence, not their feelings, and they took it, very serious. But there's a juror number 409. Oh, Miss 409 should be banned from all courthouses. She should never be able to be a juror in anyone else's trial. I'm saying that's my feeling, my story, and I'm sticking to it. She should never be allowed in anyone else's trial. She from the very beginning was saying that all these guys are guilty. Nightbot, I don't. You just be doing a lot. Fight Bot, Nightbot, and so yeah, so getting back to Krishan, there is like so much going on with this ex-boyfriend of hers. I'm waiting for somebody to touch him. I'm waiting to open up something and say somebody touched him. You can do there is only so much that you can say about somebody, but when you start talking about somebody's mother, then you go a little too far. You go from having an issue with like the one person, and now because you want to, your story magnified, um, you are hold on one second, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, that was my he at work. My husband at work being a stalker. He over here stalking that stalk. Look out the window. Is it a fire out there? Is it a fire 2 houses over? And I see the smoke. I'm like, wait a minute, those is Christmas lights. Wait a minute, yeah, it is smoke. But our neighbors, he's out there too. So yeah, you know, I love Ring. I love the Ring. I love the Ring products, all of them. But yeah, he's at work being a stalker. I didn't even see that what's going on out. I'm in my office. I'm in my what do you call it? Not a she shed, but you know, in my space. You all the way at work in another state, acting like Viverito with the binoculars. Yeah, I guess he's trying to make sure his yard is safe. I don't know. Anywho, getting back to what I was saying, excuse me for that. So I just believe like this guy, I'm waiting for them to touch him. I'm waiting for him to be touched. I mean, it's one thing to say something about somebody, but it is a lot to, you know, to talk about somebody's mother. And you called this girl's mother a lot lizard today. And she's the Krishan right now currently is not responding to anybody. It has been that way. She's already taken care of her case in Oklahoma. She is on probation. So she has an interchangeable probation status from, you know, Oklahoma and Baltimore. So she's handled all of her legal things. As far as her child goes, like I said, if there is something wrong with that baby, that doesn't have anything to do with us. Even though when he was born, she asked the nurse and the doctor, was anything wrong with him? And they said no. So she doesn't have to turn on her camera every time she takes her child to do it, her child to the doctor. Do other people feel like people turn on their cameras when you getting ready to go to the take your children to the doctor? It's not newsworthy, is it? So why is it because she's a celebrity that she's any different? But what she did was he went to the doctor the last time he went to the doctor. I want to say it was a couple weeks ago, and she did actually post that. I wouldn't post nothing for nobody. She don't owe nobody nothing. She doesn't even owe this guy Ronnie a freaking DNA test. They already got a DNA test. Blueface is 99.9% the father of this child. I don't care what they doing on Zeus, how scripted Zeus is. Zeus is not about to lose their company for Krishan, Blueface, or the baby. So that makes no sense. The company that did their blood test is the same company that Maury uses. This fool out here talking about, I think we need to get Maury involved. He just slow. You can tell. I don't like people that you can just listen to them and they just slow for no reason. Boy, go sit down somewhere. You trying to make some money off of this girl named, Krishan dried up and she not the algorithm no more. Sir, she is the algorithm. That's the problem. She doesn't have to say anything. And so I was telling a story before Laugh that there is a couple of groups that's on Instagram. They are Krishan supporter groups. And what I had said to them was, have you guys noticed that Blueface's camp is not doing any marketing for him? Y'all not paying attention? Y'all don't see that? They don't have to do any marketing for him because guess what? Her supporters do all the marketing for them. They don't have to do anything anymore but sit back. Why every time you guys post her, y'all got to post him? I got a problem with that. Y'all not making any sense. It's true. They don't need to. What do they need to get out here and say anything? He don't even need to say nothing no more because y'all doing all the work for them. So then something happened where he did something. The support groups started pulling back. And now they got the whole married thing. But Krishan says she's not with him. They're not together. Because her ex-boyfriend was told by her sister, I call her Lie, L-I-E. You lie, you liar, L-I-A-R, lie, Tifa. By her best friend that Krishan was at the mall with her son. So this fool goes to the mall, to Subway, and he approaches Krishan, calling her all kinds of B-I-T-C, you know what? Stupid B-I-T-C. And because she didn't respond in the way that she would have responded a couple of years ago, and she went to the security guard, she had her child with her. You talking about, I'm here to see my son. She's told you that's not your son. What are you talking about? And the security guard roughed him up a little bit. But he could have really, really hurt her. He could have really, really hurt her. And this girl that is one of her sister's best friends, she used to be friends with Krishan a long time ago. Her name is AJ. She looks like, what is that guy? He dances really, really good. And he's a dancer. He's a choreographer. He's heavy. I haven't seen him in a while either. I know he dances his behind off. And sometimes he would wear like the long ponytail and he would, be teaching the people. I forgot what his name is. I need to find it out, but she looks just like him. She's the same when he put the ponytail in it. She that's what she looked like. They have the same roundness and stuff like that. So to look any updates or anything was American Thanksgiving. It was Thursday night, I remember that. But yes, I have all that time to catch up. Yeah, it's been we got Flesh of the Gods in the house. Flesh of the Gods, what's going on? What is going on? How is the car situation going? Hope it's going well. Hope it's going well. Like we were just here, just kicking a little bit. I started the video, just to give you just a little backstory, started the video on the new computer that I had on yesterday, and it gave me the same problems. I couldn't even start the show, so I had to pull up my 1969 MacBook Air, and it works perfect, but I can't hook up the two computers with it and all that. And yeah, I was able to like somewhat kind of see like the OBS. I just have a couple questions about it, but we were here just kicking it now because I don't know how long it was going to take me to download the video that I was going to show today. And so we're just hanging out over here, just kicking it. We got lower back in the house. Flesh of the gods, laugh always sends you 1,000 kissy faces. We all love you over here. All love, all love. Um, it's a roller coaster. The car, oh my goodness. I hope you get some resolve soon. Um, I just realized I need to take my car through inspection. Yeah, I'm out here riding dirty. I'll be playing around with the cops. I don't have time. I need them to stay on their side. Leave me over here. That's what we going to do. Um, but did you guys see Blueface? Did you see the picture of his face? Look like he in there with the extra sketch, just putting tattoos wherever there's an empty space. I don't know who did that to his face like that, but somebody got jokes going. He done pissed somebody off, and they got jokes. And yeah, he just he got something that looked what did somebody say that it looked like I was cracking up one of these companies logo. Then he got Krishan name written right here. He got some type of like I don't know. Look like they had arts and crafts, and they used his face as the canvas, and the person that was doing a drawing that they couldn't they didn't draw that well. So yeah, he looks kind of remedial. If you guys get a chance, take a look at that. That's a lot going on. I don't know, but anyway, so I'm waiting, and I'm waiting for Krishan to drop the rest of her album, and some people are not into gospel music. I love gospel music, so and she's calling it hood. What is she calling it? It's not. Is it hood gospel? I think it's hood gospel or whatever. Um, whatever floats her boat. Oh no. Did I show the picture of Blueface? No, I did not. Yeah, I like listening. Let me see if I can find a picture real quick and throw it up of Mr. S Etch a Sketch. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find it on this computer here. See if they'll let me pull up my little Instagram. And I will definitely share this picture of the Etch a Sketch face. Uh, he be live with deaf people and mute people and everything. I don't know what's going on with him. All right, I was signed into my account from here, so what is the problem? Uh, they are making me, and they know that I don't know nothing about what my. I have no clue. Let me see. Because it's not my other system, my password is not saved. Let's see what it is. I believe it's this. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get. Oh, you know what? I could have looked on right here on the YouTube and pulled it up because somebody had it. Hold on, let me go over here. I can pull it right up on YouTube. I'm sorry. Blueface. Mm-mm. Tattoos. Let me see if I can find it. Tattoos. All right, yep, here we are. Hold on. All right, let me go back over here. All right, let me bring it on, y'all. All right. Let's bring it up. Here we go. I don't want it to start playing. Let me pause it. Hold on, let me put it over here. Let me put it on the big screen for y'all. All right, let me see if I can make this bigger. I didn't want to like play it.
How are you all doing today? It's Sky Autumn here, and we have Blue.
All right, let me see if y'all can see it. Let me move myself off of the stage because I want y'all to be able to see this in full.
Blueface and his mother Carlissa in the office. And as I say so often, I am just a reporter. Miss Carlissa is currently upset because of this video. New footage surfaced of Blueface from jail with new face tattoos. So she left him a lengthy message through text, and then she went on to blast that private message online. She wrote, "Your kids are suffering. Javon's confidence has fallen and you play arts and crafts on your face is diabolical. Your half a father wasn't as sad as you are right now. You better start praying and pull yourself together. You are more than a lame as jail ninja. You a child of God and father of 3. You about to piss me all the way off because you wasn't supposed to turn out like the rest of them fatherless, weak ass crybaby ass losers. You have to feed these kids until they graduate college. Get your shit together, little boy." And that's on period. But that isn't the only thing upsetting Miss Carlissa today. Marriage rumors. Rumors begin to circulate today that Blueface and Chrisean Rock tied the knot despite him being behind bars.
News is, from now on behalf of the Harvey family,
That's his aunt saying that, but according to what I found out, Krishan is saying that he put a pastor on the phone. They were on the phone. He put a pastor on the phone, and they said they vows. But um, from what I got from what she said, she does not say that it's true, and that's why she says she didn't come out here, putting it out here. It's not like it just happened. It happened a while ago. But did y'all see that on the top? It looked like that's what it was. The Chase logo. That's what it looks like he had right here on the top of his head. The Chase logo. Um. So you think Blue? I thought that he had like 5 years, Laura. Oh yeah. So he had time in already. So maybe January. He's claiming that they're claiming that he is going to be out by either May or June of 2025. Either way, I'm hoping that Krishan just goes on with her life. I don't think that he's mature enough yet, and I don't think that he's going to try to move in the direction that she's moving, and it's just by what he's showing us. He gets mad because before she stopped, before she got arrested, she still had that home in California. So her friends were staying in there, the ones that are now stabbing her in her back. Um, she had went out for the first time in a while, and her child's godmother was watching him at her home because they still lived there. She went there and got tired and she went to sleep, and Blueface lost it and got online, unfollowed her, did all this crazy stuff. And then he started entertaining this young lady that was deaf, but she was twerking all in the camera, in the phone. That the worst thing they could have ever did was gave them access to um, equipment that they can, show to the outside world. So he had deaf bay is what I call her. And she couldn't hear nothing, just up there, just shaking it. And what does he do? He results to what he normally does. He put it on the internet. He sent it so that they can put it on the internet. And so now, I think after Krishan's ex-boyfriend just approached her, it was a very different, serious situation. I was triggered, watching it. Um, when she spoke to Blue after that, she told Blueface what happened, and she said she thought that he would be upset. Like, why are you walking out? Why are you walking around without security? He was upset that she didn't text him and ask him if she could go to the mall. So I'm hoping that she, is able to see he's not changed. He's not changed. He's not going to change until he's ready to change. But once he's out here on the street, he's going to be Blueface. So if she want to go backwards, then that's really totally up to her. I just hope that she's not. So who's your age but act like Karkuku? She definitely, yeah, she's up there. She's up there in age, but she wasn't ready for what happened to her yesterday. So she had a conversation with Ronnie yesterday. Let me see if I can find that. And because she is the one that actually set it up for him to go on Tasha K. And so now, like I said, something happened where they done pissed Tasha off, and Tasha done put all of the screenshots of the text messages on her Instagram page. And now Carlissa is, trying to play cleanup. Excuse me, it's not looking well for you, sis. And so then now she decides to have a conversation with Ronnie, who is Krishan's ex-boyfriend, and things got a little strange, got a little heated, because she asked him a question. So if Blueface was with Krishan, what would have happened? He said, so you asking me if Blueface, yeah, he had to repeat it, and he said it would have went up. It would have been me and Blueface. So she's looking like, what? It would have been, yeah, it would have been me and Blueface. But then he tried to make her agree with him. It's something that he has these little tactics where he plays with people. He's interviewing with these people, but when they ask him a question where his back is up against the wall, he gets very aggressive. And 9 times out of 10, the person that's interviewing him, they kind of like to scale back. So when he did it to Carlissa yesterday, she was looking like, I done effed up because my son is part of this. So I done effed up. And you should be looking like that because you wasn't thinking that far ahead. But we can feel how we want to feel about Blueface. I do believe that, he does have some skills when it comes to boxing. I don't know about lifting weights because that was the funniest thing I ever seen when him and Krishan was lifting weights. But when it comes to boxing, he does have like some techniques. So this guy from Baltimore, Ronnie, I don't even think it's going to have to, they don't even have to wait for Blueface. I think it's if anybody in Krishan's family catches him outside, then it's up. That's just what it is. So, I don't know. So you asked the same thing that Chadiggy asked. So the only thing that I do know, and like I don't like to put stuff out there if I haven't, done the research or read on it. I probably know as much as you guys know. The only thing I know is that, you know, King was supposed to have had a child. T.I. and them spent a lot of money on the baby shower, but they did a um, paternity test, and the baby is not his. And they said T.I. is pissed. But I was asking Child Diggy, Flesh of the Gods, I don't know if you know. I don't know. I saw a short where they showed T.I. going into the courtroom with this like mean mug on. And when he came back out, he had his little daughter, Eris, with him and saying that he had won full custody of her. I didn't even know that him and his wife was beefing. Did you hear anything about that? I was just I didn't hear anything about that, but I did see a short about that. So I don't know. I'm like, was that people can say anything. Well, did he go to court? Well, he did go to court. He didn't have her in his arms, but when he came out, he was carrying her. Still doesn't mean anything. He could have been at court for King, maybe. I don't know. Until I researched that, I'm not sure if that's what happened. I haven't heard anything about that. I've been wrapped up, with everything else going on here. So, I just wish and hope the best for Krishan, whatever that looks like for her. She's in Maryland right now with her sister, one of her sisters that I love. I love Tareen. Her sister Chastity, she can go kick rocks and play on the highway, on the freeway, right along with her sister Latifah, the one that's so ungrateful. The only reason why you're on Zeus Network is because of Krishan. I don't know if y'all watched it. Well, because once Krishan was no longer doing Zeus, I cut my subscription. But Natalie Nunn didn't want you on the show. And she told you guys argued about it. She said, what she need you for? They got Krishan here. What she need you for? And Krishan sent that ticket out there so that you can be on the show. But you keep telling everybody Krishan didn't help you get anywhere. The boss man realized your talent. All I keep hearing is that you're corny on the show. And even the fight with her and that girl DTB, her lip might have been messed up, but I think they said it was kind of photoshopped a little bit because she was right back on there. And now they friends. I can't deal with all that. Oh, y'all, I feel the same way you do, lad. I feel the same way you do. They should have got a test before they threw the shower. That's rich people problems that I know nothing about. Me and you both. Listen. And also, Laugh says, Flesh of the Gods, do you have me blocked because you haven't said nothing to me? I don't think Flesh of the Gods. It's not. Flesh of the Gods said you'll be blocking folks. Not when you're a model on this channel, Laugh. Now, come on now. Maybe Flesh of the Gods be doing 2 and 5 and 4 and 3 and the 66 things at once. I doubt that. Lois says, Laugh, rich people problems, girl. Yes, it's the truth. I'm with Laugh. Like, those are rich people problems. I don't know what happened. But wait a minute. I do have a question for the audience. I do. Oh, you said Loa, you mean? Oh, Loa. No, I don't think Loa has. I don't think so. Loa, just her first night out. She ain't been feeling well. I don't think so. Laugh. Hello, Laugh. My bad. I thought I did, but I see I didn't. Much love. It's all love over here. But I do have a question that I want. Daggone it. Y'all know I got chemo fog brain. I wanted to ask y'all about that. What did y'all think? Lois says she knows nothing about it either. So yeah, we all family over here. We all good. I wanted to ask y'all something. I had it one a tip. Maybe if I go back, rich girl problems, it'll come right back to my mind. I wanted to ask what y'all thought about that. Oh man, hopefully it comes back to my mind. I wanted to uh ask you guys a question. So, Lab says no, I was talking about Flash, but he knows I was joking. Oh, Flash, but he knows I was joking. He said he sees me. Of course. So we all good over years, all love and games and jokes. Um, Only y'all can turn a tragedy into something with me, because this was a tragedy with my computer. I'm a little upset about that, but you know, we true crime all the time. So yeah, I think that sometimes it's good to take a breather. Um, and dip into the mess. I just don't like to stay there, and I don't want my channel in that sector. I don't have time. Listen, I got other things going on. Um, I did have a question I wanted you guys to chime in on. Dang it, I forgot. Laugh says flesh laugh. I'm talking into my phone. Oh. So yeah, I know what I wanted to ask you. So, because you said I was asking about Jay-Z, have you heard about that? I've heard like they're trying to say that he's next. I haven't heard anything beyond that. Um, now that you said that, I'm gonna look it up to see if anything else comes up. I really don't try to like, for Puffy, like we've been seeing this for a very long time, right? Jay-Z, whenever I hear somebody talk about Jay, it's always he's an a-hole. Um, he's this and he's that. I haven't heard anything else besides that. If you've heard anything, laugh, always just put it here. I want to see what you're talking about. So the question that I wanted to ask you, also it just came out like 30 minutes ago. Hold on now. No. Who's the source? Where did you see that at at Laugh Technology likes to get us all autocorrect hits me every day. Autocorrect we having me out here sounding like I don't even have a basic high school education. So and then having the chemo fog on top of it, and then sometimes words do come out incorrect. It is something that I've grown to except when it comes to me. Not the autocorrect is one thing, but sometimes I say stuff and I'll be like, wait a minute, that word should have been before that one, and I'll be yeah. But anywho, it's all over Instagram. Let me take a look. No, but let me ask the question I wanted to ask y'all before I take a look at that. What do you guys think about the video that was leaked of P. Diddy's um one of P. Diddy's court dates? I want to say it was the very first court date when he said that he was not guilty. It had to be. The video is very grainy, but it's definitely Puff Diddy. Is definitely his attorney. I don't know the angle that the video was shown from. It looks like it's shown from like an angle from like up above, and that the camera was facing that way. So it doesn't look like it's somebody from um, the gallery that took the video. But they have it where they have the judge talking, and then his attorney is talking, and then they ask him whether he waived the reading of his charges. The attorney did, and then they asked him, was he ready to plead, and he said not guilty. So I want to say that this was the first um, court hearing. Do you guys think that is going to hurt the case for the feds or no? It's a hard for one for me. I'm thinking it's a hard one for me, and if it will hurt the case, is it somebody like that's higher up on the inside that made sure that happened? If it's something that may hurt the case, um, because they don't allow cameras in federal courtrooms at all. So they have the person do the little drawing, and you can see that, but you're not seeing anything. There's no physical cameras in a federal courtroom. I just want to know from that scenario, what do you guys think? Do you think that this could possibly hurt the Fed's case or no? I'm on the fence. I was thinking, yeah, but federal courts don't like cameras. They don't. But the angle in how they showed the video, um, let me see it. I don't even want to play it on my channel. I don't even want to play it on the channel because I don't know. I'm going to go over here and lower, and I want to look at what you are seeing. Let me put in Jay-Z and see what comes. Oh, look at Krishan. She's so pretty. Let me go in here and see what I can pull up here. Um, we all know that is not his account. He does not do this stuff. It's like our courts here, they don't allow them at all. Only Supreme Court arguments here are recorded. Um, and you're in Canada, right? I watched a couple of trials from Canada about those guys that are, what do they call them? They have a hard time finding like love in M-cells or something like that. Well, not the court cases. Let me correct myself. The interrogations. I saw a couple of them from over there. And I don't know why I'm not seeing anything Jay-Z. It's probably because it's something that I don't normally look up over here. Probably because I want to be thinking in my mind that it's a joke. Okay, let me see. I do see. I want to see who are the. All right, here we go. Jay-Z accused of essaying 13-year-old girl in 2000 alongside Diddy in new lawsuit filed by Jane Doe. Um. Oh wow. YSL Mondo claims Offset checked him for DMing his ex and admits that he slapped one of Offset's baby's mothers. All right, so I guess the YSL trial ain't go good. We're gonna go on to the next thing. You still trying to get you still Jay-Z accused of. I see it, and you know what? The only reason why I'm going to say that it there is some merit to it, because normally when TMZ drops something, it's a thing. And so I'm looking at TMZ right now, and it says that TMZ hashtag Jay-Z has been sued for drugging and raping a 13-year-old girl in a lawsuit tied to disgraced rapper hashtag Diddy, which the music mogul is calling a blackmail attempt. More on the shocking new allegations at the link in the bio. So TMZ is saying it, laugh. Um, Let me see if I can pull it up on TMZ on here and bring it on. So TMZ is saying that. Hopefully that's not true. I know that in a leaked conversation, um, in a leaked conversation, P Diddy asked his son, has he heard from Jay? And the son said no, he's quiet. All right, let's see if I can share this here. This is going to be a clip from TMZ being used under the fair use um, disclaimer of 1976. So, TMZ, I'm doing you a solid. I'll put your name in the description. Please don't come for my channel, please. Um, I've shared their videos before and they did not do anything to my channel. So let's see, I wasn't monetized then. But TMZ, y'all shouldn't be looking for little old me. Little old me. Let's see what it says. Let me get it over here. Wow, that is crazy. Share the audio. Share, share, share. Let's see if we can get it. All right, so I don't think that it's a video. It's probably a video on the bottom. So here it is. Let me see if I can. All right, if I can move it over. Let me see if I can move. If I move myself completely off. Let me see if I can do it like this. Can you see it? Are you able to see it? Laugh. Oh, she posted the legal document. Hold on 1 second. Megan Kunis. All right. Let me see. So you said Megan Kunis, she posted it on what is that? She posted it on Twitter. Oh, see you later, LOA. All right, so it says at 5:08, Tony Busby, who filed the suit on behalf of Jane Doe, tells TMZ Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He even filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter to her, sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. Hold on a second here. Let me see if they have a video. 2/9/2019. I just want to read this first, and I'm going to go over to Megan Kuniff and see what she has. Um, you said she has it on IG too. I'm not. I gotta log into my. I think. Let me see if I can. My IG. I can't even get into it. But she says that he said that the update lawyers tell TMZ this amended complaint and the recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Busby exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process in court. The truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never essayed or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. Jay-Z has been sued for drugging and grape, graping a 13-year-old girl in a lawsuit tied to disgraced rapper Diddy, which the music mogul is calling a blackmail attempt. Um, where is this? Lower, let me take down they don't allow cameras at all. Hold on. Let me just take the camera, just comment down. All right, Jay-Z has been sued, which the mogul is calling a blackmail attempt. In the documents obtained by TMZ, um, Jay-Z is named by an anonymous accuser who says the rapper and Diddy drugged and raped her back in 2000. The plaintiff, who is suing as Jane Doe, says the alleged assault occurred at an after party following the MTV Video Music Awards. Wow. Just wow, wow, wow. I did not have any idea about that. Let me stop sharing this and see if I can go to, if it's easier for me to log into X. Megan Kuniff, maybe she put it over on YouTube. Hold on, let me see. Let's stop sharing. All right, let me see. X. Twitter. Oh. Yeah, it's easier for me to log into X. I'm just finding Megan and I will bring that over. Sir, I will not bring you over to my channel. I will not. Rock Nation has replied. Um, All right, so here it is. Megan Kunith. All right, so I have it. All right, so let me bring it up. I have it. I have to share it from here. So yeah, okay. So yeah, Sean Carter's on the bottom of the indictment. So okay, hold on. Why is it like that? Because it's not showing. Can I close this? Oh yeah, I can close this. Okay, there it is. All right. So that should be a little better. So it says defendant Sean Combs, aka P Diddy. Let me go back to this one. Other than that, it will not allow me to. All right. So defendant Sean Combs, aka P Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka oh Lord, oh we know he is all other people above, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, aka Jay Z, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl in at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after party, but did nothing to stop the assault. Oh, okay. Can you still? Are you able to listen still? Laugh. I didn't know you were at work. And Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Others were present at the after party, but did nothing to stop the assault. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this matter without any consequences. He believes, hold on 1 minute, let me scroll. He believes that he is above the law. He is not. His close friend Sean Carter has been with Combs during many such instances described herein. Both perpetrators must face justice. For decades, defendant Combs abused great, that word I don't think I can say on here, um, essayed, threatened, and coerced women, minors, and others for sexual gratification, to assert dominance, and to conceal his abhorrent conduct. He accomplished these acts by and through a criminal enterprise built on his success as a rapper, record producer, and record executive. Combs is one of the wealthiest musical artists in the world. Behind the facade of being a three-time Grammy Award winner, discovering and developing multiple famous musical artists, and ranking on Forbes' list of the highest paid entertainers in the world, there existed something sinister, a dark underbelly of crime, um, ex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and street walking. Combs is a menace to society, women, and children. While his wealth has kept him above consequence for years, Combs now faces the awesome power of the American judicial system and ultimately a jury of his peers who will be asked to punish him for his deplorable conduct described herein. Combs businesses. So, Combs' business enterprise is central to the pervasive acts of sexual assault and abuse committed by him during the last decades. Combs operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Books Holdings Inc., Bad Boy Records LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment LLC, Bad Boy Productions LLC, Daddy's House Recording Studio Inc., and CEOPCO LLC, doing business as Combs Global, formerly known as Combs Enterprises LLC. Me and Kim P are same age, grew up in the same city. I used to see her when we played her high school. That's so sad. Combs Enterprises and Combs Global collectively the Combs business. Corporate entities in the Combs business portfolio included record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits promoting business, a marketing agency, talent discovery, a television network, and media company. Let's see. On the surface, each of these businesses served a legitimate purpose related to entertainment, music, and other subjects. But in reality, Combs, by and through himself and his agents, employees, and contractors, used their businesses to essay abuse, threaten, and coerce hundreds of individuals through um, actual quid pro quo schemes, as well as to take advantage of individuals with impunity, thinking the victims would never have any recourse. Combs and his agents, employees, and contractors through these Combs businesses would tell victims, this is what it takes to be famous. What are you willing to do to become a star? And perform this actual act or else, in exchange for the victim performing a non consensual actual act for the gratification of Combs and his cohort. So it seems to me what they're saying in this paperwork, they're using some words very strategically, because what they are implying in that last sentence is sounding to me like you're trying to make everything that Combs has done, you're trying to make Jay-Z a part of that also. I'm just talking about the way they worded that last sentence that I just read. Um, but we all know that that can't be true. I don't think that he was at every party. But anywho, members and associates of the Combs business engaged in and or attempted to engage in, among other activities, ex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purposes of street walking, coercion, and enticement to engage in street walking, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The Combs business constituted an ongoing organization whose members functioned as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of Combs. Combs' pervasive history of essay and violence. For years, Combs and his businesses engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women, men, and minors. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated both men and women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with both commercial ex workers and unsuspecting partygoers. Combs ensured participation from these individuals by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them with or without their knowledge, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation, violence, and illicit drugs. Combs particularly fancied the use of the popular date grape drug rofinol or GHB to commit heinous, non consensual acts of ex violence and grape onto countless victims. Combs often would secretly use the drug in an alcoholic beverage served at his parties. Partygoers were forced to consume the alcoholic beverage containing GHB, either prior to entering or while at Combs' party. There are also allegations of Combs dousing victims in lotions or similar body oils, also laced with GHB, so that the drug would be absorbed through the victim's skin and make it easier to assault him or her. Further, it is well known that Combs had a practice of lacing water bottles with other substances such as Xanax and distributing them at parties. Combs' recurrent and pervasive physical abuse took place for multiple decades. His tendencies of violence and sexual assault were well known amongst his colleagues, employees, agents, and businesses. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 1996 and continuing for years, Combs assaulted women and men by striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. Combs also assaulted children both physically and sexually. In 1996, Combs was found guilty of criminal mischief for threatening a photographer from the New York Post with a pow pow. In 1999, he was arrested and charged with second degree assault and criminal mischief in connection with assaulting a record executive. Combs was arrested again the same year for his involvement in a pow-powing at a club in New York. Another instance of violence occurred at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave his hotel room. When hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Well, they did go silent for all those years. Whatever they did with the tape until now, we won't know. We don't know how CNN got the tape, but it was. We all know the story broke on CNN. In the past year, numerous civil complaints have been filed by plaintiffs who allege that they have been essayed by Combs between 1991 and 2009. In November of 2023, three lawsuits were filed against Combs under the New York Adult Survivors Act, Cassie Ventura, an artist signed to Bad Boy, sued Combs in New York for rape and physical abuse. She alleged Combs facilitated these acts by and through supplying Miss Ventura with copious amounts of drugs and urging her to take them beginning in 2006. Joy Dickerson Neal also sued Combs in New York. Wow, that's the first time I'm hearing about that one. Alleging Combs drugged her, essayed her, and secretly recorded the assault in 1991. Liza Gardner, whom Combs met at an event hosted by a record label affiliated with Bad Boy, sued him for raping her and a friend in 1990 or 1991 when she was only 16. In December of 2023, an anonymous plaintiff sued Combs in New York for drugging and gang raping her in 2003 when she was only 17 years old. The victim alleged that employees and business associates of Combs, through their affiliation with Bad Boy Enterprise, lured her to Combs' home, where Combs then raped her. In February of 2024, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, one of Combs' former producers, sued Combs for forcing him to engage in unwanted acts in ex trafficking, among other allegations. Mr. Jones alleged that Combs regularly drugged others, including minors, by giving them drugs laced with ecstasy, MDMA, and other date rape drugs. Mr. Jones alleged that Combs, in fact, drugged him as well in order to commit acts of SA. In May of 2024, former model Crystal McKinney and April Lampro sued Combs. Miss McKinney alleged that Combs drugged and essayed her at his recording studio in 2003, mimicking what has now become a known pattern. Combs promised Miss McKinney to help her with her modeling career in exchange for engaging in um, actual conduct with him. Miss Lampros, an intern at Arista Records, which was an owner of Bad Boy, also sued Combs in May of 2024 in New York County Supreme Court for raping her on multiple occasions, secretly filming these acts and showing the recordings to multiple people. Ms. Lampros also alleges that Combs ordered her to take drugs on one occasion before he raped her. In July of 2024, former adult film star Adria English, who was employed by Combs as an entertainer at his infamous white parties, also she is in the suit that brought together the biggest names in the music and entertainment industry, sued Combs in the Southern District of New York for trafficking, alleging that he required her to consume drinks laced with ecstasy and secretly recorded the actual acts. Now, for that last one that I just read about the Adria English girl, she's under the assumption that um, she is not going to have to testify against Diddy. She is under the assumption that because he has criminal charges, if they find him criminally guilty, automatically that everyone that's suing him civilly is going to be paid. Um, Newsflash for her, even if he gets found guilty criminally, you still are going to have to testify. I can understand why she's feeling the way she's feeling is because she may very well have been at these parties, but she has been caught telling some big white, you know what, lies. And when you have to get on a stand, anything goes for these attorneys. They are out here looking for stuff to bring on the stand that has nothing to do with the case, but everything to do with your life. So for these, I didn't know that she was actually listed in the lawsuit. I heard that she was, but until I saw it myself, I didn't believe it because she's actually out here. Well, she was doing interviews with this other girl that you just your stories make no sense, and even for us hearing about Diddy all of these years, I do not believe the stories that the girl is saying. Now for this woman here in this lawsuit, her story seems to be like cut and dry and clear, but the stories that she is going from platform to platform telling differs greatly. Another thing that is telling is that the real victims are not doing interviews on YouTube. These girls that are just hopping on the bandwagon, doing these interviews on YouTube, sounding crazy, stories contradicting, when they bring that stuff in front of you in a court of law, you're going to have to answer for that. And not only that, you could be criminally charged for interfering with a federal lawsuit, whether it be criminal or civil. So if you're out here making up stuff and the math is not mathing, um, I would hate to get in front of any attorney that is going to ask me any questions. If they want to know about how it feels to go get on the stand and think you got it all together, just reach out to Tasha K, because that's what happened to her. She thought she had everything all together. Get on the stand, and the first question that Cardi's attorney asked her, she melts in the midst of lying. So people got to take that into consideration. Now, if you were done wrong, by all means, bring a lawsuit. But some of the stuff that I hear these girls saying, that come on now, y'all just going. The man has allegedly been charged with doing some cruel things already that have, a ring of truth to them. But to hear the stuff that y'all say, I can't even see Diddy doing anything like that. And anybody that's connected to Jaguar Wright, I don't believe nothing that come out your mouth, because nothing that she says that comes out her mouth is the truth. What she needs to do is to go ahead and come on out, and because she's an abuser also. So working with these people, you thought it was cool at the time that you was doing it, and now you want to jump ship, and now you want to be a victim. You're not a victim. There's too many people, men, that have been abused by you, and they're not hiding it or scared to say it. So now you want to change your story and put all these stories behind a paywall that are not true. I do not respect that at all. Charge this man for what he did to these people. If that is the case, charge him for that. But all of this other stuff with people just trying to, make a quick buck, I don't agree with that type of stuff. I wouldn't jump on the bandwagon condoning that. I just don't think that there's any truth to it. And also, before I forget, y'all know how my mind works. Adria English, the girl that I just read about in this lawsuit, her attorney quit. Her attorney quit. Her attorney said some of the things that she was saying and some of the things that she wanted the attorney to do did not align with what's right. So they quit. She currently, unless Busby picked her up, she currently doesn't have an attorney. She had a female attorney, and the attorney quit. So yeah, I did read that the other day. She is going from platform to platform, trying to see what she can put together. So it's something to think about before you go in front of a judge. I mean, I don't think people know how serious this stuff is. I'm talking about the people that's just jumping on the bandwagon. Everybody else that experience any abuse at the hands of Diddy, do as you will. In September of 2024, a federal grand jury in Manhattan indicted Combs and charged him with ex trafficking, racketeering, and the creation of a criminal enterprise in which he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. See United States of America versus Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love. They forgot, aka Brother Love. They forgot, aka Diddy Did It. They forgot a couple of his names. I'm just calling it out. So yeah, this paperwork is 21 pages long. I'm not getting ready to sit here and read all 28 pages of this document right about now. Megan Cuniff does have it on X. If you want to see it, go on ahead and do that. But I also implore you to go and watch. His name is, oh my goodness, and I was thinking about this the other day because I did tell you all. What is the name? So the interrogation took place in 2018, and his name is, oh my goodness, I just was thinking about him the other day. Audie. Odie is his last name. All right. All right. Come on up with the first name. Is it Jonathan Audie or Odie? Dag. I know his last name is Odie. And if I was thinking, I would have pulled that video up and we would have watched it and went over it today. But we've been here a long time already. So not going to do that now. But he did. Oh, good, good thing. That's a great thing for you, Laugh. So there is I believe his name is Jonathan Odie or Odie. So, like I said, there is a video here on Facebook, on YouTube, of Jonathan Odie arrested in 2018 for powwowing up the lobby of the Trump Hotel. He did get pow in the leg, but when they brought him into the interrogation room to find out why he did what he did, he started talking about being a ex-slave to Diddy. He had relations with Cassie while Diddy watched. In that interrogation, he also said that um, Diddy did a lot of talking on the phone. And I talked to you guys about this the other night about one of the Midas brothers was Diddy's attorney at the time. He settled out of court. They thought the guy was crazy. But when all of this stuff came out with Cassie, everybody was like, well, whoa. This guy was telling this story 5 years ago. And now here's Cassie telling the same story. He's still incarcerated. He has not been to court yet. That's kind of odd that he's been incarcerated all that time and he has not been to court yet. It still says that he has a court date coming up. But everything that came out in when Cassie filed what she filed, he already had mentioned some of that in the video. He also spoke about Rick Ross and our DJ Khaled. His words, not mine. He said that he was being harassed by, allegedly, he was being harassed by Rick Ross. But he's claiming that they all were fruity. And so, of course, the interrogators that were in the room with him, they started laughing. They was joking. They was clowning him. He was like, "Oh yeah, so yeah, you're saying that all of them are they're fruity?" And he's like, "Yeah," and that they all belong to, he was talking about that Illuminati stuff. I still don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I see stuff, I don't see stuff, I don't know. But he says something about the Boule or something, and that is the Illuminati for African Americans. So he was saying all of this stuff 5 years prior to this coming out. And they did like an investigation. He was married to a female attorney. They had been separated. And what I didn't tell you guys the other day, because I fully went in and did my due diligence. He was a dancer, also a escort at this club called the Bear Club. Is it the Beer Claw or Beer Club? I forget which one it is. I think it's the Beer Club. I actually pulled the club up. The club exists. It is a lot of crazy stuff that go on in that club, and I was just like, oh wow. So like, he is not playing. Like, this is really real. He gave out all the information in that interrogation, and they just thought he was crazy at the time. They dismissed it. They laughed at him, everything. And he said that he had one video and he had gave it to the only friend that he has. And so I checked out all the information that he said in that interrogation video, and I was able to independently find it. So that's his name, Jonathan Adi. Look up that interrogation video from 2018. He's telling a whole lot of stuff, and I am sure that they have him in some type of protective custody or something. They had a rumor out that he was unalive as soon as Cassie came out with her allegations or case, but that's not true. He is very much alive. He is still incarcerated. And just, wow. And like I said, I love the Midas Boys. I love their content. Um, I like the work that they did when Michael, uh, uh, Trump's old attorney that did the time for him for paying Stormy Daniels. I loved him. His podcast I used to go to sleep to every night because he's interesting to me. Um, but I had stopped from watching him like that. And he's friends with the Midas Boys. Um, and I even used to sing the song to his podcast. It was catchy. Um, Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen. Yes. Um, Michael Cohen, he had a podcast, and it was sponsored by the Midas Touch. And so their last name is, I think they pronounce it Masilis. Um, so yeah, Michael Cohen, he has, I'm trying to think of the name of his podcast. Because I love the song. I would Mea Culpa. His Mea Culpa. That's what it is. And I used to watch that. And it's sponsored by the Midas brothers. Um, I think two of them are attorneys, but it's the older brother who was representing Puffy at the time of Jonathan Odie sued Puffy. And I just was like, wow. Like, so like when it comes to like true crime, it doesn't make a difference what it is. I'm tuning in, I'm watching. And I loved Michael Cohen's his podcast, and because he had some great people on his podcast, like when everything was going on. So I'm talking about people in power, people in politics, like uh, Secretary of States and all types of people that he had that would come on his show, and they would talk about what was going on in the world. But of course, That's something that I watch by myself. I would definitely not bring it to YouTube because politics, I try to stay away from that on my channel. People can vote for whoever they want to vote for. That's totally up to you. Everybody has a difference in opinions. We can all agree to disagree. And I don't think a lot of people are ready for the conversation when it comes to being on different sides. So I just still steer clear of that in a public setting. Um, and I'll just watch stuff on my own. But yep, Mea Culpa, the Midas Touch Network. And I forgot who did his the song to his for his podcast. But my sister and my uncle used to be like, "What the heck is you singing?" Singing the Mea Culpa song from Michael Cohen from his podcast. I used to go to sleep every night to his podcast. I haven't been there in a while, but I'm gonna go in there and see what he has been talking about. Um, especially since the we just had the election. So I would like to see what his thoughts are. So I'll check that out. If you guys want to check that out, go right on ahead. Michael Collins does not pay me any coin. Maybe I should reach out to him because I had a couple people go over there and start watching his podcast. Maybe I need to reach out to Michael Collins and be like, listen, you've been home a minute and you read up on the money. I'm gonna need a little coin for, telling people how much I enjoy your podcast. Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna send Michael Cohen a little email. Maybe you think he would be interested in being? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go in and send Michael an email, y'all. Well, I enjoyed you guys. Laugh. I'm so happy that you were able to get through your shift while listening to my rant. Hopefully, I'll upload the interrogation that I wanted to play today to this computer since it seems to work, and my other computers don't work. Um, and I guess I'm just going to have to just go live on this computer until I'm going to put it out there. I can get me I want the all-in-one Mac a desktop. So maybe I can, maybe I can say to my husband, well, listen, Christmas is coming. I don't want anything else. He probably be like, you know what? I'm so sick of you. Your gifts always are. Cost a lot. But hey, listen, it'll be a wash, you know? Um, Either that or we haven't traveled in a minute. We used to make it our business to travel 2 to 3 times a year. And you know, situations change, things change, and we haven't traveled in a while. And I'm ready to go. Like passports still, you need more stamps, and let's go. So, anywho, thank you for rocking out with me and all of my craziness and all of my rants. And hopefully, Flesh of the Gods, if you're still in here, we can set something up. I work during the week, 8 to 5, and then it's time for your show at 8. I need to get more of a schedule for Flesh of the Gods, but I just need um, him just for a minute. But I don't even know if I need it now for this until I can get on so I can get a different computer. I'm just confused as to why this is happening. Because I did try to OBS. I did a test with Twitter today, and it was doing the same thing, cutting out on the other computer. So, anywho, if I have questions, I'll ask. If not, I shall see you guys tomorrow on Flesh of the Gods. I'm going to figure out whether or not I'm going to go live. Maybe I'll just download that and add it as a video, maybe, since yeah, I'll figure it out. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, at Cat Not Williams, I'm sure she's going to go live in the morning. And then After that, if I don't go live, I will see you guys on Flesh of the Gods at 8. I believe that the time is still going to remain the same. Sapphire Ridge News. I am trying to support him. He's trying. And somebody gave me a chance. So, I'm going to go and stop by, his page to see what he's talking about. He goes live at 4. I don't get off till 5, so I'll always be late. But if you guys get a chance to go over there and give him like a little thumbs up, give him a little view or two. You guys are awesome. You all were over there today. I love to freaking see it. So it wouldn't be me if I didn't end the show by telling you all to make sure that you get your mammograms, fill on your boobies, men. If you look at my outro on the tears that are coming out my eyes, the ribbons that I'm crying, it's pink and it's blue because men get breast cancer too. We understand the word breast. When you think of the word breast, you automatically think of a woman. So we'll call it pec and or chest cancer. Nonetheless, if you're feeling weird in that area and you are a man, please make sure you go to your doctor and get checked out. And you may have to tell them, please check me to make sure that I don't have pec or chest cancer. You may have to say breast to the doctor. It's just you and him in the office. I just wanted to make you aware that you guys do also get breast cancer as well. And don't you dare let anyone come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. I am Survivor Speaks. I'll see you guys in the next live on these YouTube or Twitter streets. Maybe on IG as well. Who knows? I'm rarely over there. But I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all. And thank you for rocking out with your girl. Peace.
Full cycle, I just might though just like a Michael. Mama gone now, I'm thinking death is now we entitled. And it was me versus me, them battles had to fight through. And when you way in the dark, them demons try to fight you. But you can't let them when you gotta see the damn light. Diabetes came from nowhere, messed up whole life. That's what I used to think, my mama helped me out. I got one dear in this guy to make proud, don't count me out. Let's get it started, rest in peace my mama, I don't wanna talk. Fresh fit, who that little nigga, fresh the way he walk. New drip, I'm that one dude creating all the sauce. News flip, you that one do the worker, not a ball. It's safe to say that after all this, I'm standing tall. It's safe to say that after all this, I'm still gon' ball. It's safe to say that